Hey, it's me, Jennifer, and I'm back with another video about the Symphony of the Seas. In this video, I will introduce to you what the largest ship in the world has to offer for children. First, let's start off with everyone's favorite, food. On Deck 5, the Royal Promenade, you can find pizza from Sorrento's Pizzeria with tons of options. You can even customize your own pizza. So yeah, there's pizza, but there's also cake. Doesn't everyone love creamy, delicious cake? On one of the nights at Windjammer, there is a huge cake buffet. Be sure to save room for all that dessert. If you want a full menu of what the Windjammer serves, check out the video in the link in the description. Are you hungry yet? Cause if you aren't, then good, cause we're gonna talk a little more about food. The main dining room. Well, there are 3 huge rooms on Deck 3, 4, and 5. They serve complimentary multi-course dinners that change every night of your stay. There's also a morning buffet, and there's a huge table of desserts that everyone, especially kids, will love, full of cakes and lollipops and all sorts of wonderful things, and sugary. Both the Windjammer and the dining rooms are complimentary. If you want to know about all the delicious food and restaurants you can find on the Symphony of the Seas, there's a link in the description that brings you to that video. There are also tons of amazing shows. Symphony of the Seas offers many shows and fun activities in the afternoon and at night. One show, and you may have heard of it, is Hairspray, the Broadway musical. This musical is about a young girl named Tracy Turnblad. Her dream is to dance on the Corny Collins show, and once she lands a role and becomes famous overnight, she strives to bring people of all colors into the show. Another wonderful musical is Flight, which guides its audience through the history of flight, and they use the same cast as they do in Hairspray. That show is not one to miss. Another amazing show, Hero, is a water show full of amazing aerobatic stunts and performances. I have another video all about it, and the link will be in the description below. There's also an ice show on board too. The 1977 Adventure on Ice is a beautiful ice show featuring graceful and stunning ice skaters performing stunts. I also have a video about that show too. Another feature are the Perfect Storm water slides. There are 3 heart-stopping and thrilling slides for you to try. They just require its riders to be at least 48 inches high. The Symphony of the Seas is also filled with swimming pools and hot tubs on Deck 15. There are more than 5 pools on here. Just when you're in the pools, make sure you don't float on your stomach for a really long time without moving. The lifeguards will become very concerned. And for the tinier kids, Splashaway Bay. Splashaway Bay is built for infant and babies to use. And if your child exceeds that limit, they can use the H2O zone, which is meant for toddlers. You can also zip line on this cruise ship. No reservations are required, and it is included in your fare. This attraction is located on Deck 16. Passengers must be at least 52 inches tall to participate and weigh a maximum of 275 pounds, and they also must weigh at least 75 pounds. This cruise even includes a rock climbing wall. However, climbers need to be at least 6 years old. Climbing the rock wall is free and no reservations are required. You see that pink slide over there, next to the rock climbing wall? Well, that's the ultimate abyss slide. You can board that slide on Deck 16 and slide 10 stories all the way down to Deck 6. This isn't a water slide though. The minimum height requirement is 44 inches and the maximum weight is 300 pounds. The cruise also offers lucky climbers for your children. There's even an arcade here on the Symphony of the Seas. Inside the arcade, you will find Playmakers, a diner that includes many drinks that do cost you. The additional games do cost you money too. There's also a wonderful candy shop here too, called Sugar Beach. They sell all sorts of delicious sweet treats, so be sure to check that out. There's also activities and playgrounds just for little kids. It's called the Adventure Ocean Kids Club. This area is located on deck 14. There are rooms that have all sorts of activities for little ones. In one of these science labs on deck 14, there are designated days where you can come in to make slime with one of the crew members. Are you one of those people who enjoy solving mysteries and escape rooms? Then the Puzzle Break Center is for you. You get locked in a submarine-like room with a few others, and you have to solve a series of clues to escape. There are also scheduled dance classes, I guess, where an instructor comes out onto Deck 5, the Royal Promenade, and teaches everyone to dance. There are 2 areas where you can play ping pong. There's a room near the jogging track on Deck 5, and you can also play ping pong on Deck 15. Just be careful not to hit the balls off the ship, like I did. On the first night, there's also a huge balloon drop. When you first board the ship and go to Deck 5, you will see hundreds of balloons strung to the ceiling. This is a great event to take children to because musicians will be playing beautiful music, and at midnight, the balloons will drop. There's also a mini golf field on Deck 15. The goal of this game is to score the least amount of points. For those who don't know, the difference between the two is that mini golf is mini, and golf is more suited for competitions. There's even a carousel on board. This activity is free and fun for all ages. And if you're lucky, you might even be able to catch a beautiful parade on Deck 5. There are also tons of souvenirs, shirts, and stuffed animals that children will love. When you buy it, you don't need to immediately pay money for it. It will be charged onto your Sea Pass, where you can pay any fees or anything you bought for it at the end of your cruise. Now that was the end of our video. Go check out our playlist full of videos all about the Symphony of the Seas and some of the stops it makes, like Perfect Day at Coco Cay, the Mayan ruins in Mexico, and other fun attractions in Florida, Key West, and Mallory Square.